Welcome back to the channel, and today I have a bunch of new knives to share with y'all. I will try to fit in a giveaway to at the end of this or somewhere in this video. If I don't get to it today, I'll put it on tomorrow's video. So we're gonna get started. First off, we have some new Kizers. I got to check these out at Blade Show recently, and first two is like a really compact, almost scalpel type fixed blade that comes with a fold over taco sheath, pocket clip. I love that, or you can put it in a boot, whatever you want, and a skeletonized handle. The name on this one is, these are in D2 steel. There it is right there. Name on this one is the Cobbler. You can see it right there. They did a great job of softening all the edges. I'll probably cord wrap these. Just depends sometimes where the sheath sits. Well, this one I could get to right here, but there's no hole. So we'll see. These are great for net carry or just leaving it on a bench or workbench or something like that. Just to make a quick cut to open up packages. You know, little things like that. They work great. This is a larger one. I'll leave this one out. Then we have a little, very small, compact one. It's even thinner. It's the same exact overall profile. You just have different holes. This thing weighs absolutely nothing. I mean, super lightweight. This would definitely be an excellent net carry. D2 steel on this one. And this one is called the SCUTTLER. But definitely wanting to make a quick cut. Drag cuts is going to be excellent for this. And you could probably bust open the package or something like that. I did find that this particular one, just the way this is set up, it is a little bit difficult to get it into the sheath. But once you get the hang of it, it's not that bad. Same with this one. It's just how it sets up, because you got to kind of, it sits like this. So you can either try to go in like that, and that's the best way to do it. You see how it cants it. But if you try to go straight in, it's going to force itself up. So those are rather inexpensive. I think they're like 39 bucks. This one might be even cheaper. And these are actually available now. Any of the knives that you see in this video that are available, I will link them down below. They will be affiliate links. So if you want to help support what I do here on this channel, that is pretty much the only way to do so. But if you don't feel like using them, no big deal at all. Next up, we have a brand new Kizer Dogfish. And this one is in G10. You have that same beautiful milling pattern. The original was in aluminum scales and 154 cm. We reviewed this one, and I absolutely love this knife. It's a great little knife, very smooth button lock. You had a tie, mill tie, pocket clip, and 3 different means to deploy the knife. Well, this one was right at $100, and I don't know the exact price on these yet. I think they release on the 23rd of this month. And this one being that it has a G10, and they changed the blade steel from 154 to Nitro-V. So this one should be a good bit more affordable than this one. If I had to guess, probably 60, maybe 50 something dollars. Either one of those, I think it'd be a great bargain for what you're getting here. And it's a lot easier for me to recommend at this price point. I like Nitro-V a lot, and they're running these, I think they said 60 to 61, 60, 62, something like that. And that is really, really nice to see. I would love to send one of these off to get it tested. But really, really cool. I'm glad we have a more affordable option. The newest Kizer Banish, there's going to be several different versions of this from what I remember at Blade Show. Along with this one, if you're not into coated blades, they will also have a micarta version that I really, really wish I would have got with the satin blade. But this is the one they sent me. So that one I'm sure will connect to more people than the coated blades. Now this one y'all might like if you're a Star Wars fan, because they're giving you a Stormtrooper edition with the white G10 and the black blade. And the price on this one will be able to be brought down as well, because they went with the Nitro-V instead of the 154 cm that the original came with. Now the original came with the black canvas micarta. They do have micarta options with the Nitro-V. This is just the one they sent me. I don't know if there'll be any price differences between the G10 or the micarta. The last one from Kizer has been in my pocket quite often, and I was a little surprised, but we have the Kizer mini grouper, and usually I'm turned off right away whenever they have these carbon fiber G10 laminates. However, this one has like a satin finish on it. It's not that super polished look, and it has raised texture. So I don't mind it all that much. Do I rather be just a solid G10? Yeah, I would have loved my card on here. I don't know what other variations they have of this. I think you can get this with aluminum scales. That would probably be what I would go with. But This is pretty exciting. I think, I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure this is the first time Kizer has used a top liner lock. So you have a flipper, which works great, and you have the thumb studs that work great. They have a well-tuned D10 in here. I absolutely love this low tip drop point with a big broad blade, nice and decently thinly ground, Nitro-V steel, so it should be priced very, very well. And you can easily do tip work with this one. And it is very, very comfortable in hand because you have that downward arc on that handle. So far, I've been enjoying it. I'm going to start doing the testing on this one pretty darn soon. But I have a feeling this one's going to be a really good one. Even an excellent sharpening choil. Great jimping up top if you like that. And like I said, if it's just the carbon fiber that I'm worried about, I'm okay with it. It's just a thin layer of carbon fiber. If I wanted to, you can see right here where they milled this part out and you have the G10 and the carbon fiber. I could sand this down if I really, really wanted to, but it's not that big of a deal to me. You have a deep carry pocket clip that is reversible. I wish they would have inset it there, but they didn't. But yeah, been carrying this one a whole lot. Let me know what y'all think about this one, and how much does that bother you, or does it bother you at all? All right, next, hopefully you saw the review of the Vosteed Hedgehog. I absolutely love this knife. This one has micarta scales with a two-tone S35VN blade. And my only real complaint with this knife was that the two-tone finish, this particular, it's got a blasted stonewash finish on the primary grind and the fullers and all on top. And that just leaves the steel up for corrosion, especially here in the South. We have very high humidity here in Louisiana. And a lot of times those blasted finishes tend to rust or tend to spot rather quickly. Now, it all depends on the finish underneath before. If they left it rough before, if they left it rough, then blasted it, that usually causes it to rust rather quick. So we have a new one, and I'm just as excited, if not more, because this one has aluminum scales. So it feels like super, super solid and premium. And all the same, you got that flipper tab that works outstanding. I found these work so well because you have jimping up top and just pulling it down, that momentum gets it rocking out. It has a really, really good action. And this one has a completely satin blade. I think it looks much cleaner. And I don't mind this satin. They do a pretty good job with their satin. It's an even satin, still S35VN. Pretty sure these are available on their site. If they are, like I said, I will have it linked down below. This is a top liner lock as well. And I really hope we see more companies utilizing this ever since Spyderco's patent ran out. It's a great locking mechanism. It's a safe locking mechanism to keep your fingers out of the blade path when closing. And it's a fairly durable locking system as well. And it always seems to have some of the smoothest actions once you release that button. So yeah, this one I'm very excited about. If you didn't see my review and testing of the Vosteed Hedgehog, go check that out so you can see what you think about this one. They also sent a new version of their Prybar. I think is it the Bottle Bomber maybe or something like that. This one has like a black washed and bronze finish to it. I think it looks really nice. You have like a nail puller front and the pry end with some texture there so it can grip onto things. You have jimping on both sides, bottle opener, and a pocket clip. Now, I don't carry these as much as I used to. I do keep one in my EDC pouch that is always in my backpack, and my backpack's either on me or in my truck. So I usually have one at all times. I do use these quite often, more than I even realize. I'll either use them to tighten something up if it needs a flathead, or if I need to pop something apart and I want to save my tip of my knife or just anything like that. Because I'm not worried if these break, it's not that expensive. So yeah, save the tip of your knives and try using these. They're more handy than you think. New Miguron, and this one was designed by my buddy Vufam here on YouTube. And I got to talk with him at Blade Show, and this is his first design collaboration, and it was with Miguron. It has their beautiful diamond textured tie, reversible pocket clip, mill pocket clip. Not my favorite clip because these are pretty stiff. I may end up changing that one. And I do wish you would have a smooth spot underneath that pocket clip. Not sure because it's not like sharp or anything. I don't know if it'll cause any problems shredding the pants or anything. It is a crossbar lock. Does have a thumb stud, and I just love that blade shape. I like the little scoop right there. Very comfortable, very locked in. You have slight contouring on those scales with beveling all the way around. Smooth action. And a beautiful, beautiful satin finish. Nice swedge up top. And there's Vu's logo right there. These are in Bowler M390. And I'm not 100% on it here, but I think they had 200 pieces of these. It's like a first run, see how they go. And I think you can only get them on the Miguron site. They were still available when I checked, but that was I think the day I got back from Blade Show when this knife actually arrived. It arrived earlier than that, but I was at Blade Show when it arrived. So overall, I love the overall size. I love the aesthetics. And like I said, it's cool to see that Vu Fam is designing knives now. And I can't wait to see what he does in the future. The only thing that, besides the pocket clip, that I have noticed right away is I do think they should do this crossbar lock like the clutch lock. Or if not, they need to strengthen up the tension on the Omega springs. Just because it's not that hard to shake this thing out. And that causes it to be a little bit more difficult to reliably flip it. Now that I'm used to it, I can get it pretty much every time. But as far as safety goes, I do think they should strengthen those up. Luckily, I have a set that I think will fit in here that I can strengthen it up myself. But hopefully, if they do another one of these, hopefully they can strengthen that up a little bit. One more, and then I'll try to announce the giveaway. So I picked this up off Amazon the other day. This is the Boker Kihon, and it's not the automatic version. This one has a crossbar lock, some contoured, as you can see, FRN scales, which don't feel that bad. You got this texture right there to give you enough traction. The action, this thing is snappy. It has a very well-tuned crossbar lock. The tension on it is nice, and I just like this blade. I think it's a spear point, or it's close to a spear point. At least a drop point there. It isn't D2 steel, but it's like 50 bucks. And I love me some Burnley designs. So hopefully this one's not super thick or anything, but I will probably be testing this one out, maybe review it as well. Got a wire pocket clip that is deep carry, and it is reversible. It's on bearings, very, very smooth action, and it's a nice size EDC knife. All right, so giveaway time. So this right here is an unopened, it's still taped. I didn't never open this at all. This is an unopened Vosteed Acorn with blue micarta, just like this one, and a 14C 28M blade. I reviewed this one on the channel not too long ago, and I absolutely love it, especially at its price point. And I ended up buying another one to give away to you guys. Since they sent me this one, I figured I could give y'all a new one away. So, the way to enter this giveaway, in the comments, I'd like you to do two things. I'd like you to say, I'm in, and then put a comment, or it doesn't matter, just say, I'm in, and put which knife from this video you would like to see a review on first. So do those, I'm in, and which knife from this video you'd like to see a review on first. And please don't just name the first knife you think of. Let me know really which knife you want to see, because I like to give y'all what y'all want to see. There's nothing worse than posting a video that nobody watches because none of y'all really want to see it. So let me know which one y'all would like to see first. And that's all you got to do. And I will probably pick this in about a week or so. I'll put a community post when I'm going to be drawing, and I'll probably do it in whatever video's up that day. Next up, we have the Kunwu Padre. I got this one a while back. This one has a front flipper and a blade hole, and it has that beautiful diamond texture on the titanium mill tie clip. And this one is a titanium frame lock. This is one awesome, awesome knife. Well, they have the new Padre X series knife. As you can see, it does not have a front flipper, and this one has a crossbar lock. They did a good job with dialing in the tension here, and these little titanium tabs are really nice and comfortable, and they grip the finger nicely. You can reverse flick this one, and that is pretty much the main means of deployment for this one. It's still in LMAX steel, or these two are still in LMAX. And you got the X Padre right there. Out of box, I just opened this not too long ago. The out of box smoothness is outstanding. And what I like about this one is first off, I'm not a big front flipper fan, so I like not having that here. And like I said, with this one, the main means of deployment is reverse flick because the D10 is dialed pretty stout. So it's kind of hard to slow roll it, but I can easily slow roll this one, reverse flick it. I can do the Spidey drop, you know, all the things that I enjoy. And you also, being that this is a frame lock and this one has a crossbar lock, you don't have to worry about the lock relief like you do on this one, where your pants could get bunched up in there. Now, I do really, really wish there was a flat spot underneath this pocket clip, because this texture, I think, may become a pocket shredder, because it is pretty grippy. Doesn't hurt or anything, but man, these are comfortable knives. So, yeah, I'll be doing some testing with this one and probably do the full review of the X Padre. And lastly, another knife that came in while I was at Blade Show. This is the Golden Designs Caliper. Man, I reviewed this one and I absolutely love it. So, yeah, the blade hole, front flipper, back flipper, button, and they all work great. A nice full-size knife. CP and MagnaCut steel. Only thing I didn't like on this one is that it has the blasted, like a bead blasted primary and swedge and spine and satin on the flats. Now, I'm not really worried about it corroding because MagnaCut is highly corrosion resistant, so we'll see. But love the texture. I went with the smoke finish with the diamond texturing on there. Excellent grip. Do wish there's a flat spot underneath here as well. Nice little geared titanium backspacer. And what's cool about this one is it has a button, but it's not a button lock, and it's not a top liner lock. So this button is hooked to this frame lock. So you can use that button to deploy it to disengage that lock, or if you want to go the traditional route, you can still use that frame lock. And this thing is ridiculously smooth. I don't know if he's going to have any of these available or not. I'll have to just link his website. Sometimes he has extras to sell and do drops on. So definitely want to be following him. He's got a lot of cool stuff coming, and yeah, you don't want to miss out. So that is everything for today. Like I said in the comments, if you want to be entered in the Acorn giveaway, say I'm in. So let me know which one of these knives you would like to see a review on first, and you will be entered in to win that Vosteed Acorn. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave those down below. I hope everybody's having an absolute amazing day. I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.